Welcome to Coal Creek, Colorado's newest 25-year-old golf course situated along the front range of the Rocky Mountains between Denver and Boulder in beautiful Louisville. Hi, I'm David Baril, the golf professional here at Coal Creek. Let me take you on a tour of our 18 holes of challenging fun. Our opening hole, named after the Welsh mine, is an uphill, slight dogleg left par 4 right, playing 414 yards from the TNT tees, or 340 for the average golfer. A tee shot that hugs the new fairway bunker on the right side will leave a short iron to a receptive green, which is guarded by a sloping terrain but no bunkers. It's a good hole for carding an early par and the beginning of a great round. The second hole, Electric, offers a classic par 4 challenge from the TNT tees at 366 or a passive 296 yards for the average player. The tee shot that carries the first of two water hazards leaves an open shot to a rolling green. A more conservative tee shot to the open left side of the fairway avoids the water but brings two greenside bunkers into play for your second shot. Named after the Caledonia mine, Hole 3 is a straightaway par 4 of 400 yards from the back tee, or 327 for the average golfer. The water guarding the right side is there to intimidate. A tee shot away from that water to a narrow fairway also avoids the real challenge on this hole, the 4 massive cottonwood trees that guard the right front of the green. Hole 4, Centennial, is a short double dogleg par 5 from 541 to 396 yards that requires a couple of daring shots to reach the green in 2, but offers a relatively easy 3-shot alternative. To challenge the hole, you must just barely skirt the trees and creek that guard the right side. Then, to make it home in 2, the aggressive play must continue with a high shot over trees and bunkers. A conservative tee shot left offers more room and an unobstructed view of a generous layup area and a more receptive green with a short iron. Our first par 3 at hole 5 is not your typical or easy short hole, and is aptly named after the Grove Mine. Playing from 183 to 90 yards, 2 more towering cottonwoods and an hourglass of rough guard this severely undulating green that will challenge even the best putter. Hole 6, Hekla, is our number 1 handicap hole. This accuracy-demanding par 4 plays 406 yards from the tips, or 363 yards for the average player. Multiple challenges face any golfer here with a forced carry over Coal Creek to a fairway guarded by a pond on the left of the landing area. The second shot must cross the creek again to a green surrounded by mounds, trees, and a gaping bunker. Leader, the classic par 3 at hole 7, plays from 209 to 135 yards. With water in play to the left and a deep bunker guarding the immediate front of the green, there is the perception of a very small target area. But working your tee shot from right to left and not going long will usually set you up for an easy 2-putt. Our second par 5 at hole 8 is named after the Acme Mine. At 514 from the TNT tees, it is short on length but long on trouble. The scoreable distance will entice any golfer to thread the narrow fairway guarded by a pond on the left and Coal Creek to the right. The bold who succeed on their tee shot will be required to fade their ball around another century-old cottonwood tree to a moderately rolling green. The conservative play is to make it a 3-shot approach by leaving their driver in the bag. Hole 9, Monarch, is our longest par 4 on the front 9, stretching from 444 to 313 yards. This dogleg left par 4 is fortified by mature trees on the left and generous bunkers on the right. The green is large but slopes from front to back, making a longer shot difficult. Aptly named the Kite Route, hole 10 is our longest par 5 at 592 from the TNT tees, or 551 for the average handicap. Your tee shot must pass through a tree-lined slot onto an open landing area framed by Coal Creek flowing on your right and again directly across the fairway in front of you. Be bold and test your nerve along the water that parallels the entire right side of the fairway all the way to the green, or play conservatively and possibly save a golf ball and a double bogey. Sunnyside, hole 11, is a short straightaway par 3 playing from 178 to 146, but do not be lulled into a lack of respect for a green that is elevated, undulating, and protected by bunkers. Hole 12, Excelsior, is a straightaway par 4 that dares the long hitter to be precise at 410 yards from the long tees and 360 from the middle tees. A smart play is to lay back of the creek that pinches in from the right, or the gaping bunker and tall fescue that punishes a tee shot hit left. Use a middle iron to a green that is receptive to anything but a shot hit right. Named after the Matchless Mine, hole 13 is a medium-length par 4 at 411 to 257 yards. A good drive to another narrow fairway, this one framed by tall fescue and a right side bunker, leaves a middle iron to a green guarded by 2 gaping side bunkers, promising beach time for anyone leaving their shot short of the target. Industrial is what we call hole 14, the medium-length par 5 requiring 524 from the TNT tees or 450 from the coal car tees. The landing area is large for any player, but to contemplate a shot at the green in 2, you must keep your tee shot in the left center of the fairway. A layup on the second shot to just before the second group of bunkers leaves an easy pitch, while a bold second shot attempt at the green promises a world of hurt for those who are not successful. Hole 15, Fireside, is a medium par 4 uphill dogleg right that looks long but plays only 403 to 284 yards. Short fairway bunkers on the right side and long elevated bunkers on the left make it appear that there is little room for error on your tee shot, but trust your drive as there is ample room over the right side sand to a generous fairway. The hole continues to elevate to a blind approach and a 3-tiered putting surface. Highway, our signature hole at 16, delivers an awesome view stretching to snow-capped Rockies. This short par 4 at 391 to 239 yards will challenge your nerve, but it's the most fun tee shot on the course as your drive falls longer and farther from the elevated tees than you could ever imagine. Stay in the fairway and you've earned a makeable second shot to an undulating green. Pluto, hole 17, is our final par 3 and plays 181 from the TNT tees or 138 yards from the coal car tees. The green is large and rolling. A miss short is forgiving. A miss anywhere else will require some skill to make a par. Our finishing hole, named after the old Louisville #1 mine, requires total commitment and nerve as a 449-yard par 4 from the back tees, and the same resolve from 370 yards. Your vision should be focused on the fairway and not the tree lines right and left, or the water short. Once you attain that goal, you must repeat the process with a second shot through a tree trough and over water to a severely rippling green and 2 distinct tiers and little room for error.